자, 저희는 라가블린을 떠나서 라가블린의 그 벽에 라가블린이 적혀있는 큰 웨어하우스는 그쪽에 결국 못 들어가고 라프로익으로 걸어가고 있습니다. 한 20분 정도? 그 정도 걸어서 라프로익으로 가서 점심 도시락을 먹고 2시의 시음을 할게요. 예, 라프로익 Find Your Plot. 라프로익에 다시 도착했고요. 당신의 땅을 찾아보세요인데 다 침수됐어요. 비 때문에 땅이 없어요. 여기에 막 집 갖다 놓은 미니 집 갖다 놓은 막 집 모형을 갖다 놓은 분도 있었는데 이거 다 침수됐어요. 아, 이거 부동산 사기 당했네. 예.
깃발 꽂아놓은 거 몇 개 있다.
아, 깃발 꽂아놓은 거 몇 개 있는데
여기도 뭐.
예. 아, 부동산 사기 라프로익. 아, 그렇네요. 저기 피어까지 가실 수 있을 것 같은데요.
아, 오늘은 좀.
네, 날씨가. 네. 라프로익 비지터 센터에 다시 도착했습니다. 스모키한 냄새. 이거는 자동차 연기 냄새. 피트 아니고요. 자동차 연기. 비지터 센터에 들어가 있습니다. 거기나 여기에서 점심을 먹어야겠어요. 입구에 이렇게 있는 프로그램들은 요거는 예전 거고 2024 프로그램은 요거네요. 익스피리언스 투어는 요건 기본 투어인 것 같고 헐트 오브 라프로익 테이스팅 40파운드인데 아마 이거 코어 레인지일 것 같아요. 오늘 저희가 한 건 패스트 앤 프레젠트 테이스팅 120파운드짜리 비싼 겁니다. 그리고 지난번에 엊그저께 한 거는 우드 익스플로레이션 익스피리언스 350ml짜리 주는 거. 그리고 요거 어떻게 우스게? 어떻게 읽는 건지 모르겠지만 우스기? 네. 요거는 150파운드짜리 요거는 같이 피크닉 나가는 거예요.
아,
그래갖고,
이거 옛날에도 있었다 이거.
네, 그래갖고 피트 이렇게 피트
피트 밭을
이렇게
가면서
캐고, 예.
이 가이드가 배낭 안에 런치도 들고 가는 거야.
네.
그래서 쫙 펴주고 먹으라고 하고.
네. 그런 거고 여기에도 비하인드 씬이 있구나. 575파운드. 뭐 얼마나 좋은 걸 줄지는 모르겠지만
10년짜리 준다는데? 이게
바틀 하나를 준다.
이게 뭔 소리야 이게?
뭐 한데 너무 비싸갖고 이거는.
아니 이거가 2명이면 아드백 1000파운드짜리 그 투어랑 같은 거잖아.
그렇죠. 아드백도 비하인드 씬이 있었는데 그것도 그냥 다른 거의 조합일 뿐이다 라고 그래갖고 안 했거든요. 이것도 뭐 별거 없겠죠 뭐. 눈탱이?
야, 너무 눈탱이다.
네. 저희는 그러면 여기에서 점심을 먹겠습니다. 여기에 저희 내려가서 드실까요? 네. 오늘은 엊그저께보다 날씨가 그나마 좋아서.
개가 계속 먹고 다니면 이거 아니야 이거 얼마?
예.
개가 없어졌네.
아이고 여기는 내려가기 빡세긴 하네. 여기 정도까지만 가겠습니다. 저기 끄트머리에 가서 여기를 찍으면 사진이 잘 나오지만 네, 사진 욕심은 없기 때문에 여기까지만 오겠습니다. 여기에서 점심을 먹도록 하겠습니다. 이 연기가 피트 연기가 맞았네요. 자동차 매연이 아니라 저희 킬른에서 파고다에서 킬른하는 연기가 나오네요. 피트한 그런 연기와 함께 저희는 여기에서 도시락을 먹겠습니다. 자, 2PM 테이스팅 시작합니다. 저 작년에 재밌는 투어를 함께 했던 솔루션 누님과 함께 합니다. 올해도 울산입니다. 네? 예? 여기 이런 테이스팅 룸이 있었네요. 네? 또 모르는 공간이 있었군요. Do you make a pretty sort of shot?
This is around your nice 70%. So just to give you a wee boost up,
70%.
spray it on your hands, give your hands a nice rub and give it a good smell. So that it's starting from the process of your barley, right through your mashing, right through your fermentation to your stills. And that
물론
is what you
해봤지만.
get at the end of
되게 오일리했던 기억이 있죠.
And yeah, oh,
Mm.
you can do it as a perfume.
역시 구수하면서 오일리합니다.
And if you don't wash your hands for a while,
네, 왼쪽부터
get a wee
오른쪽으로.
smell, have a
첫 번째.
taste, see what you can
then
get from here. You've got
냄새부터
loads of time,
맡아볼까요?
and this is what this is all about. This is not me giving you a master class either. It's just for us to find out what you like, what we can do as well.
상당히 마일드하네.
So, what I've started you off with, I've got the bottles turned around this way because I want to keep it as a little surprise. So, what I've got for you first of all is Carchus. It's
카셔스,
Carchus 15.
카셔스
Have
15.
you all heard about Carchus before?
Yeah.
No, some of you not. So, Carchus, this means friendship in Gaelic. Now, the festival that we hold every single year, that actually started out as a music festival. So there used to be local bands that would come around and play at each kind of distillery, different locations. But when you had about 8 or 9 distilleries at that point producing, it didn't take them very long to get involved. So what happened was, this was way back in about 2009, 2010, and distilleries just released a bottle each year and just thought, oh, we could be doing this every single year. And that's how the Isle Whiskey Festival just got so big here, that everybody was coming over, they did anything to get a bottle. Oh my goodness, people what they'll do to get a bottle of whiskey. So our range is called Carchus. John Campbell, our kind of couple of previous managers ago, his mum and his granny were well-spoken Gaelic speakers. So Gaelic's a massive language here. So they thought they need to come up with a name for this bottle and a kind of a series as well. So yeah, Carchus 15, this was released on the 200th anniversary of Laphroaig at Laphroaig too. So it's a nice age as well. The good thing about Laphroaig, well, as all whiskies, it ages very, very well. So when you've got that 10-year-old, it's very heavy peats, it's very strong, very medicinal, but that wood is doing most of that work there. So with the 15, the peat is just subtly there, so it's all matured in bourbon casks. So most of our kind of production is in bourbon casks ourselves. Since we were owned by from Beam and Jim Beam from 2000 as well. So 90% is bourbon of Maker's Mark and Jim Beam, and some kind of like heavy casks that we get also from there. So they put it to 45 parts per million, and then we'll get up to, after it's been in the smoking process for 12 to 14 hours, it gets to about 55 to about 60 parts per million.
엄청 피티하진 않네요.
So we are very heavy peaty side of the island with your Lagavulins and your Arbegs.
Is it Laphroaig at that 55 to 60?
Yeah, so that's what that's all about. So it's all quite a consistent, but as soon as you work with kind of different casks, like we work with, like, I thought I got using it as there, yes.
벌써 뒷부분 넘어가네요.
So got 34 years old. Now this is called an Ian Hunter story. So Ian Hunter, you might have actually heard Alice talking about Ian Hunter today. This is matured with your bourbon and your Oloroso casks as well. This is such a beautiful dram too. So this is book number 5. So
number
you
5.
can just see behind me here, this is the books from it, from here. My colleague Susan's always like, buy the bottle because the packaging is amazing. So it was made to be 5 books, 5 series, just to really recognise this very big icon. So Ian was, little picture here, nice big picture. Ian was one of our really amazing legends here. He actually really elevated to Laphroaig of where it is today. So He was a distant relation to the Johnston brothers that used to have it before, and he was a mechanical engineer to trade, so perfect for us. And in this picture, which makes me laugh every time, is it's photoshopped the shotgun out. So they photoshopped it out, but the biggest picture has got the shotgun in it, so it's just like, but you can see outside, that's the stairs to the offices just next door, and then warehouse one door would just be down here. So it's a wee bit of a rubble here, and I'd love to find out what its wee dogs are called, but that's really difficult to find out as well. So he really worked with farmers. So this was his thing. Farming and distillings were the biggest occupations you could have here on the island, and it still is today. That's how we're operating as it is. So he just thought, right, I'm going to buy some barley off these farmers and start production using it really back from scratch, because they couldn't store the grain in the winter time because it was too cold. There was nowhere to do it. So that's why Ian used it for making the whiskey. And that's how we've done it. We're kind of the practice of 200 years of this over that time. And there's a few other distilleries. Bamore, Colbowman Distillery are the only 3 that are doing it as well. So I think a lot of places now want to introduce it back in, which is quite difficult. It is quite difficult because of the grain. They have to probably up their grain. We do about 6 floors a week. We're doing about 28 tons of barley each week. It's an absolute fabulous dram. So
비트가
we
엄청
have
살아있는데요.
book number 4 in the shop. That's what we've got for sale. It's a little bit different, but that's what we've got for sale. So kind of going into more of, this is more of the past, and kind of going now into a wee bit of the present now. And it's basically just like a massive storybook. It's beautiful.
박스가 진짜 북이에요.
And here is
존스턴 패밀리 트리.
It's very small. It can fit in 2 pages. That's how small it is. So they kind of, with the Johnstons and everyone, they kind of married into the family too. And then just some lovely person cutting the peat. They've got their whole body cut off and their legs. And that's the stills. And then that is kind of our fire as well. It's quite a cool fire. Stoke it up with peat. And you can actually, when it's completely with peat and smoke rising, you can actually put your hand in the fire. Big health and safety risk, but you can put your hand in the fire. And then
Where's the barley grown?
Pardon?
Where's the barley grown?
So we grow up north
Okay.
of Scotland, and if you came over by the ferry, that would be all the lorries. So they take the tankers away, there's casks going away, coming in, there's spirit going away, there's barley and everything. So yeah, so if you're on the ferry and you see a lot of lorries, that is us, that's our fault. That's all the distilleries' fault too. So it's basically kind of still living as on an yeah. So the next one I've got, the third I've got for you, is a wee bit lighter. It's a 25-year-old. So your 34-year-old, this is from about 1989 too. This is from 1998. So I was very probably that small too. So okay, I think I was 4 years old at this point, and this was going into a cask. I could probably still know who was. It was like James McGregor would be here. He
25년이었네요.
retired last year. He's here for 48 years. David Adams, he retired as well. He was working here.
1998이라고
So it's
그랬죠?
funny how you
88인가?
remember some of the people that have probably produced this liquid, the same with the 34-year-olds. So this is the 2021 edition as well. So I find this one my easy drinking dram. Like this
Easy
is
drinking.
probably my favourite out of them. Quite expensive taste as well. And,
Hope you're going to start this.
오,
counts to my Christmas bonus at home. So this one is just, It doesn't. It just.
과실미가 어마어마한데요. 풋사과 그런 과실미가 청사과의 그 과실미가 엄청나요. 이게 맞습니까? 25가?
This
어,
is
이거
all
25년
bourbon.
연합 제조.
Yeah, this is all bourbon cask. So there's a 2023 edition out of 25. That's all bourbon as well. These are going to be our last editions for a while of the 25-year-olds because now we're dipping our toes into the more rare stock. So we're bringing back your 27 and 28-year-olds. Which is really, really exciting.
맛있다.
So, because now they've aged and now we've been very patient. My whole life. Now,
이거
you'll
뭔가
notice it's
특별해
got
보이는데요.
quite different from the rest of the
Yeah.
bottles that you've tasted from.
등짝부터
This
다른데
is one of our single casks.
Single
This is
cask.
our distillery exclusive from the past. We've done. So this was matured in Fino. This was a 17-year-old.
피노
too.
17? 잠깐.
So what we do here is we get the cask, we empty it, we decant it, and we bottle it. So only 327 bottles came out of this cask as well. So when it goes, it's gone. So obviously we've kept some bottles aside for you to have a taste of. So we wanted to put something in like this. So this is part of our sherry series that we've been doing. So the first one we had was Amontillado and this was the second one. So Fino, very, very dry. Sherry, quite a clear, quite a more of a dessert, I would say.
Can you spell that? Is it PH?
피노에 17이라고 그랬죠. 17이라고.
Fino.
Yeah.
Fino. If you've ever tried Fino
처음 얘기할 때?
before.
네, 예, 네.
Yeah.
Fino sherry.
Fino
Fino
보자.
sherries.
15이라고 그랬어요?
You did just
17이라고
sherry.
그런 것 같아요.
Yeah. I want to taste them all though.
Yeah.
We did a tasting yesterday at Bunhoven with David. I don't know if you know David.
Oh, everybody
Of
knows
course you-
David.
yeah.
Legend.
그 친구가 이름이 데이빗이었어요?
He went
분화뱅에서?
into so much detail about sherry. I've never heard
David.
Oh, David.
all the different
Yeah.
varieties.
Everybody knows David.
That was really, really interesting. I think sherry barrel historically, you know,
네 번째는 피노 쉐리 보틀이었네요. 17년 숙성. 그저께 먹은 거는 7년인가 8년인가였는데 그거보다는 좀 더 고숙성입니다. 피노 쉐리 기대가 되네요. 과연 맛은?
Damn, I should have got rid of more whiskey than I could do instead of getting taxed as well.
Well, now you get to drink it. Upside.
Ah, but you're forced to drink it.
Yeah, it's gonna get.
So where do you live? We'll come round, we'll help.
Yeah, my sister and I've got that's basically our expensive hobby is
이거다.
collecting bottles as well that are hot in the market too. So it's just good. It's just
이거네요.
a bit of fun, just a bit of fun, really. It's
Last one?
10-year-olds,
아,
but
펜시스.
it is cash strength 10-year-olds.
Oh.
So this is batch number 11, my
11.
favourite number too. This is being made at the same time as the cartridge bottlings too. So what we wanted to establish, 10-year-old is our very much of our bread and butter here at the distillery. This is what we started out with. So we
합쳐봅시다
thought,
연수를.
why don't we
15,
make it
34,
very
25,
punchy, cash
17,
strength? A
10.
lot of people are
다 합치면
asking
몇
for something
년입니까?
more really
자, 다
fiery
합치면 40년.
too. This is
74년.
58.6%.
어렵다.
So this is
91년.
very earthy, very
101년이네요.
smoky, and it just reminds
토탈
me of
100년이
standing in
넘네요.
the kilns itself
다 합쳤을
when
때.
it's smoking too, and you're at the fire as well. It's definitely one. Sounds very cliche to say, but it's definitely one you would definitely have by the fire. Definitely when you're making marshmallows or anything at all. So this was done in this year. I just thought, oh my god.
펜시스야 뭐 기본은 항상 하는데 177은 아직 못 마셔봤는데 요번 기회에 마셔보네요.
She's a farmer's wife. So it makes me laugh even more. You hear all the stories about she's got cows, sheep, everything, and we're always like, "Can we have a cow?" She's like, "No, you can't be trusted with a cow. We'll give you chickens first and see how you get on with them." But yeah, she doesn't trust us at all. I
배가 너무 맛있었어요.
No, I'm leaving you on the farm, definitely.
얘랑
not.
얘.
I'll be like, ah! So, anything that happens. So this should have a wee around
오늘의 시음주였습니다. 카디어스 15. 2000 몇 년 릴리즈야? 2022년도인가? 그러면은 2007에 15로 2년 했으니까 이안 헌터 북 스토리 챕터 5 북 5였고요. 25년 CS 51.9도짜리 그리고 요거는 싱글 캐스크 17년 숙성의 그 피노 쉐리 그리고 마지막에 텐시스 배치 11이었구나 17이 아니라 배치 11을 줬구나 11 요거는 마셔본 거지 58.6도짜리 네 그렇게가 오늘의 시음주였습니다. 선배님은 드라이버 드램을 받아주셨는데요. 이건 어떻게 생겼어요? 아, 두 팩으로 돼 있구나. 세 개씩 이렇게 두 팩으로 돼 있구나. 네.
What was the second one we tried?
That would be 34.
네.
I'm gonna put them. So cards
25년.
15, 34, 25, and single cask, and yeah. So actually, that's more
다 이렇게 붙여놨구나.
No, that's
미리 잘 준비해놨네요.
I'm confused.
준비성이 철저하네요.
Isn't one that says 34? That's my confusion. The 25, a single cask.
25년 되게 청사과미의
That was
그런
the handwritten one.
청사과 같은 그런
Just this one?
과실 풋풋한 과실미가 있어갖고 좋았었고요. 네. 피노 17년 피노 신케. 요거는 뭐
Should we take these out?
이 제가 이제 신케에 대한 허상이 있어서 그런지는 모르겠지만 네 아주 맛있게 마셨다. 요거 바에서 파나 모르겠네요.
Who's got a steady hand on the vein?
What's that for?
바에서 팔면은 하나 갖고 가고 싶기도 한데
That was the
아 뭔가
first one.
박스를 또 나눠주는 모양인데요. Yeah. Can I have
That was the second one.
Okay, so.
a third one?
Oh, you've got them in order, have you?
Yeah.
You've done a good job.
Okay, so that is Ian.
그리고 마지막 그 다음에는 마지막 건가요? 텐시에스 배치 11.
배치 11 되겠어요.
네, 배치 11. 되게 옛날 건데 배치 11이면은 전 배치 17로 잘못 들었거든요.
Gotcha.
제가 11하고 17을 구분을 못 하나 봅니다.
근데 이게 아까 배치 11이 2019년 같아요.
예, 되게 오래됐어요. 예,
Then,
되게 예전 거예요.
it's the 34 years. And that's what
짬처리?
is for alcohol by
설마?
volume.
그러니까 근데
그렇게 해주면.
예, 얘 빼고는 신캐 빼고는 전반적으로 보틀 팔기 위한 그런 것도 조금 느껴지긴 하는 것 같아요. 요 5개 시험주 다 합치니까 101년 나오더라고요. 101년.
하나 담아갔어요. 근데 이게 없네요.
아, 그게 없네요. 바에는 있나 모르겠네.
At home.
근데 이안헌터 생각보다 맛없었어요.
아, 저도 기념품 하나 챙겼습니다.
네.
Yeah, these are quite new driver stamp packs.
저건 뭐지?
The
저 박스는 기념품인 것 같기도 한데요. 8개 딱. 아, 잔 같은 거 챙겨가라는 거 아닐까 싶기도 하고요. 잔 박스.
yes.
잔이고 근데 잔에는 로고는 없어요. 요 잔은.
No, don't worry. We like
네, 로고는 없는 잔인데 뭐가 있을까 저 박스에?
yeah, cast 7. That makes sense. Yeah, cast 17.
Can you have a dram at the bar? No.
No,
No.
I haven't got it at the bar. See, I'm there breaking hearts. This is like, I love my job, but I hate my job at this point. I'm like, oh, you can't. What I've got for you,
저건 뭘까요? 과연 두구두구두구두구두구두구두구.
to take. It's got a glass in it, a wee tasting glass.
아, 테이스팅 글라스를 따로 주는구나.
1815, 1715 logo. A glass pipette that are
아,
not on sale. So, and a little keyring that's also not on
키링
sale.
또 하나 생겼네요.
Just for you to take away with you. Two.
아니 그냥 저런 거는 빼고 가격 낮춰주는 게 더 좋은데. 네.
And you can obviously keep your notepads.
저거
and
그거였어요?
your pens.
녹색 그거는
Take them
저거
and
워터
make
드로퍼였어요?
they're good fun.
워터 드로퍼 주는 거는 좀 마음에 드네요.
Yeah, we're gonna take them.
키링이야 뭐.
Do you know what I mean? It's gonna
두 개나 생겨버렸네요. 이쁜 쓰레기가. 키링. 야. Thank you very much. 알겠습니다. 다시 한번 언박싱. 라프로익.
다 집어넣고 나면 되겠네.
네. 요거 한 번만 보여주시죠. 네, 키링이야 뭐 뻔했고. 에이, 요스포이드야. 저는 그 손으로 막는 그거일 줄 알았는데 안 예쁜 걸 줬네.
그건 비싼 거야, 그거.
네, 그거는 비싼 거잖아요. 한 10파운드는 되는 8파운드? 20파운드 넘어요. 네. 그래도 뭐 즐거운 시음이었습니다. 요거 하나가 바에서 팔면 좋았을 텐데 아쉽습니다. 바에서 팔면 하나 담아갔을 텐데.
Yes. So we that
이상 120파운드짜리
it's still
라프로익 패스트 앤 프레젠트 테이스팅이었습니다.
So we're actually using liquid.
자, 비지터 센터에 파는 보틀들을 다시 한번 봅시다. 우리가 방금 마신 게 일단 첫 번째 카시어스 였는데 얘는 카시어스 2024밖에 없네요. 80파운드. 그리고 그 다음에 이안 헌터. 얘는 북폰에 1175파운드. 그 다음이 25년 51.9도짜리. 네, 2021 얘였죠. 그 다음에는 여기에는 팔지 않는 싱글 캐스크 17년짜리 피노 쉘이었고, 마지막에는 라프로익 10CS 배치 11. 배치 11은 팔지도 않네 지금. 근데 뭐 67.50파운드 그 정도 수준이었네요. 바의 가격을 한번 다시 봐야겠어요. 카시어스는 2022하고 2023밖에 없네요. 우리가 마신 건 2017인가 그랬고요. 25년 2021 요게 25파운드. 캐스크 샘플은 12.5파운드지만 요거는 7년짜리 피노일 거고요. 이안 헌터라든가 이런 거는 없네요. 네. 10CS는 8파운드. 뭐 잘 마셨습니다. 좋은 경험이었습니다. 백장을 한번 다시 보러 가자. 저기는 솔샤는 이미 없네요. 그리고 카시어스 이거는 저것도 요즘 카시어스밖에 없고요. 네, 여기서 마실 수는 없나 봅니다. 뭐 잘 마셨죠 뭐. 그러면은 대신 대신 요 셀렉트를 마셨습니다. That cask bottle is 7-year Fino, right?
No, it's not.
버진 오크?
This is virgin oak.
야, 버진 오크. 야, 피노가 아니라 버진 오크였구나. 네. 그래서 셀렉트 주셨으니까 잘 마시겠습니다. Thanks for dram. 네.
이게 같은 날이 아니야.
같은 날 아니면 같이 오신 분들이 아니라는 거네요. 같이 오신 분들이 아닌데도 한국 분들이 엄청 많이 오는 모양입니다.
그저께는 보니까 우리가 길에서 만나고 왕건이가 왔더라고.
네네.
27일날 왕건.
네.
근데 29일 내 사인도 하나 해놓고 왔지.
네. 요거 라프로익 셀렉트 한 잔 저희 가면 웰컴 드링크로 그냥 주더라고요. 네. 그래갖고 저는 한 잔 받아왔습니다. 이거나 마시면서 기다려야겠는데 짐이 연락이 네트워크 때문에 잘 안 되는 것 같아요.